dass man hier so Entdeckungspunkte hat, die man finden kann. Und dann, wenn man es nicht zur rechten Zeit gefunden hat, kann man sich die Gespräche dazu anschauen. Das ist irgendwie ein bisschen uncool.
Scumbag!
Your words shall make you vulnerable!
Radiant burn! Waste of time! Radiant!
Gravity rules everything!
Blade
Gravity trigger! Gravity rules everything! Gravity trigger!
High strike! Constrictor!
Awaken better!
Rock!
Buckling!
Useless! How's this? Moment!
Freeze Slasher!
Don't piss me off!
I command thee!
Burn to a
Trigger!
crisp! Shatterfang!
Gravity rules everything! So, you think I could use that weapon?
Don't even try it. You'll just injure yourself.
Und warum hat sie jetzt einfach so diesen Namen Oberhaupttitel gedrückt?
Mind if I kill him?
Your words shall make you vulnerable!
Radiant heat! Fluid burn! Ready to kill!
Blade!
Radiant
Gravity
heat!
rules everything!
Waste of time! Alright!
Gravity trigger!
Fluid surge! Ready? Try this on!
Awaken better!
Attack! Foul beast!
Time
Shadow shot!
to learn some humility! Air
High
pressure!
strike! Constrictor!
Gravity rules
Rock!
everything!
Fluid surge! Freezing strike!
Gravity trigger!
Let's get him!
Awaken better! Buckling! That's better.
Radiant heat!
Not really weak, but not strong either.
Concerto Infernalis! Jawollo! Alter, du wirst jetzt Konzerte infernalisiert, oder?
Let's begin the purification! Rules everything! Trigger! Now's my chance! Approaching! Time to learn some humility! Right! Stand my children! That's better. Upgrade star trigger!
Sonic thrust!
Awaken better! Here I go! Banquet of flames! Concerto Inferno! Pretty good, right? Awaken better! Flare shot! Don't celebrate your work
Your
will make
blade!
you
Ready to
vulnerable!
kill!
Flare shot!
Shatterfang!
Well done, everyone!
Sind jetzt die geschissene hier?
Not in the mood, but oh well. Here goes! Phoenix
Strike! It's over! I got you! Be gone! No escape! It's over! Yeah! 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 Blade bang! Ready to get him! It's over!
Gravity rules everything!
Yeah! Let's get him!
Demons come forth!
Blade bang! Sonic rock! I got you!
Down! And stay down. Terramine! Humans and Gald. Guess it's like cheese for rats, huh?
Mega weggebamst. Käsekuchen wegbamst Move. Waiter.
Let's get started!
Yeah! Freezing strike!
Ah!
It's over!
Attack my foe!
I got you! Ready? Dragon bang! It's time! Howling blade! Full tempest! Alright!
He rolls everything!
Yeah! Sweet dreams! Get on! No foe
Can stand
in our way!
Ich liebe das, es ist gefreut, das ist so blöd.
There should be a vista point nearby.
A Highland steer! Excuse me while I salivate.
Notice the graceful line from the neck to the sirloin. An A5 ring specimen.
It looks nice and all, but it's a cow.
It's a cow, said the poor country bumpkin who'd never tasted the majesty of a real Highland steak. We're talking melts in your mouth. It's that good.
And how can it be a Highland steer? This is Roland's.
Is that really all you can think about?
Presumably they're so called because they originally came from Highland.
But we didn't see any when we were there.
Raising large herds of them as actual livestock requires vast amounts of grazing land. Roland's geography is probably more suited to that kind of thing.
I see. I guess that makes sense.
Of course, if the world doesn't get off its current path, all the cattle will die off, and it'll be a moot point.
That's also true.
Ahem. Also, Drago stew is made with Highland beef. It's considered an auspicious dish due to the symbolism of eating Highland itself.
Okay?
Mundane trivia. A C-rank specimen.
Sheesh, forgive a girl for trying to lighten the mood.
Ja, diese extrem krassen blauen Augenschrift. Und ganz ehrlich, also Ochsen hat das aber kein. Ansonsten waren das Ochsen, die 4 Pimmel haben. Nett, das glaube ich nicht.
Counting on you, Lila!
Awake, Redder! Rutland! 5 seconds of humility!
Try this on!
Sleeping dragon!
How
Air pressure! Let's go!
Ready? Struck! Not yet!
Not half bad! I command thee!
Piama! Flow forward!
Burning energy!
Dancing flames!
We need a drink! King Paladins have no
Dancing flames!
vitality. Hit him hard
Cloud
and
fire!
hard.
Hang on, everyone! Break through! Purification complete!
Schluss noch mega wegbamst, Alter. Feuerball in sein hässliches Face. Ich mag ToZ Hysteria. Oh. Naja, die Ähren sind ja jetzt nicht die schönsten. Ja, ich kann es kaum erwarten, mit dem Lars endlich bei Serie nochmal dort zu spielen. Falls irgendjemand das jemals hochschaut und jetzt verwirrt ist, weil das in der Liste ja schon drin ist, ich werde es auf jeden Fall dann später in die Listen so integrieren, dass das da ist. Ja, Alter. liegst denn du da rum?
Is that a monolith?
Found it. Totally found it.
Das ausschaut natürlich schon gut. Dann stimmen wir halt nicht rein. Also, nach dem dicken Angriff dachte ich eigentlich, dass Rollins ein bisschen krasser werden muss. Aber es ist das abgefuckte, zerringende Hungerkönigreich.
Here they are.
This should be a better place to talk.
Did everything go okay? Can we get in the church?
I secured the permissions, but after that last incident, I'm afraid we're likely under high scrutiny.
So what else is new? They weren't big fans of us in the first place.
Yeah, good point. We've got nothing to hide. Let's do it.
Okay, der Unterschied ist...
Look at that. Ever since Rose joined up with us, I feel like Saray has become so much more proactive.
Too bad it means that much more trouble for us.
Thank you.
It was my decision to begin with. And besides, I've really wanted to see the shrine inside the church.
There's something about you that reminds me of the Pope. He too would never hesitate to spare expenses for the sake of his people.
Oh boy, another masochist.
I see.
I've prepared lodgings for you.
I pray that the Seraphim will also be able to rest well tonight.
But Captain, it's been 3 days since last we heard from Boris after his infiltration. I believe we should hurry.
Who's Boris?
The rain may be affecting our food supplies, but I shall prepare our famous Drago stew for you.
Aren't you the least bit concerned? He's your only brother.
I do not wish to burden you with my troubles any more than I already have. Please rest for now.
Das würde da
It's a
Ron,
kind offer. Let's take it.
We will. Thank you.
Hey! Isn't this the guy from the Earth in Historia?
The first captain of the Platinum Knights, General Georg Heldolf.
Heldolf!
And this was painted over 20 years ago.
He would definitely show up in the Earth in Historia.
So this is Heldolf.
So schaut's aus.
Sergei sure seems like a good guy.
He is. Though I fear he may be a bit too genuine and sincere to command the Knights.
I agree. I hope he has what it takes.
We've got plenty of worries of our own. Let's not get hung up on other people's issues.
Ich hab kein Gold für die Scheißkarten. Weil mein Gold mit 2 hinten ausgewirft. Oh Mann.
Now that was a meal.
Hey, learn some manners.
You sure can eat.
So can these two.
It was surprisingly good. I couldn't help myself.
Drago stew, 85 points.
My policy is eat while you can. It's been ingrained in me since I was a kid. That's the law of a soldier.
A soldier, huh?
Soldier? Aren't you and your buddies in an assassin's guild?
Well, you know, it wasn't always like this. We used to be just a band of mercenaries. Not to brag, but they called us the best on the continent.
Is that right?
That's it for me. We've got a job to do tomorrow.
Sie waren die besten Söldner auf dem Kontinent, aber dann kamen die Buschbuben.
Is Rose's band of mercenaries the one you mentioned before?
The Wind Riders, I believe.
I think I've heard of them. The tale said just 100 of them could scatter a force of 20,000 men and capture 3 castles in one night.
Yeah, they were a legendary band of mercenaries. It's no wonder Rollins itself was their primary employer.
They sound crazy strong.
Strong and loyal. To the point that even the Emperor of Rollins trusted them like his right-hand man. Isn't that right?
It's true. Was true. But then, the Imperial family of Rollins ended up stabbing them in the back, along with the very one I'm seeking vengeance against.
The Imperial family joined forces with Hellions?
Is it that surprising?
I guess not. People and Hellions aren't separate entities after all.
Very true. You can even consider them 2 sides of the same coin.
In fact, if the Cardinal's power is somehow linked to a Hellion, things start to make sense.
It looks like Rose snuck out through the back. Can't take my eyes off her for a second.
Hey, Dazzle!
I wonder if someone ordered an assassination.
Who? And was she asked to do it by herself?
Either way, this is bad.
Warum ist das schlecht? Sie ist eine Assassinin, oder? Sie macht
What's
das ja
wrong?
nicht so.
Why are you all here?
That's what we want to know. Where were you going?
Oh, just taking a walk. Thought maybe I ate too much.
You don't have to follow every whim that pops into your head, damn it.
We thought you might have ditched us to go assassinate someone.
Not yet, silly. That comes later. It's from someone who lost their son in the war that just broke out. Kill the one who started the battle. The invasion was proposed to the Emperor about a year ago, in documents bearing the name of Pope Messedra.
Huh? You're gonna kill the Pope?
Hold on. How do you know someone didn't just use his name? I thought he went missing after all.
Maybe. But then again, maybe not. It's awfully close to the time he went missing. We'll have to investigate further.
And what if we find out that he's bad?
If it's evil, the scattered bones slay it.
Even if it's the Pope?
The Pope, the Emperor, even the Shepherd. Oh, was that inappropriate?
I'm not a fan of that last part, it's true.
It isn't like we walk around all stabby-stabby. We make sure what kind of person our target is first.
I think I understand you better, Rose.
Do you now? Well, that's good.
I'm starting to understand too. Why she bears no malevolence, that is.
Because she's as nuts as he is?
Rose would certainly never tell a lie, that's for sure.
She was always that way. It's in her blood.
Was the Pope the type of person who would just up and start a war?
That's certainly not the impression of him we got from Sergei.
He's the de facto leader of a powerful country. He's probably got more layers than you'd think.
Ach, ich darf direkt in die Schränke. Genau. Direkt in die Schränke. Aber mehr ist keine Zeit drin.
Well, that was easier than we thought.
This looks like an auditorium of sorts for the believers.
Sure looks like a small crowd.
Can you tell me the names of the Seraphim who hold the utmost power, known as the Five Lords?
Musif! Oh, and Eumacia!
Hyanawa and Amanok!
Correct. Now, can you tell me the name of the last one? The Seraph who's worshipped here at the Shrine Church?
Martellus!
That's right! Mao Tellus is the Seraph who has given the entire Glenwood continent his blessing.
The Seraph worshipped at the Shrine Church is Mautellus?
The Five Lords, huh? Big movers and shakers.
I bet Mautellus would know something about how to stand against the Lord of Calamity. He's got to.
Is he really all that?
Well, he's the leader of the Five Lords after all.
You must be Soray. Welcome to the Roland's Church headquarters. I heard you were to visit. Please, come on in.
Ja, der Schrein hier, der schaut aus wie der Thron oder sowas.
It's more magnificent than I'd even imagined.
The architecture definitely dates it to the height of the era of Asgard.
Glad to see you're impressed, but don't let your guard down.
Das ist der eigentliche Schrein, oder was?
This inscription concerns the trial of the shepherd, and the spiritual powers he obtains upon clearing it.
Could the spiritual powers...
Be real?
Buzz, 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 buzz.
Be real bees. Oh, bees everywhere.
Just possibly. It's like the lettering's meant to tell us something.
But it's all gibberish. It must be some kind of code.
Well, it does involve sensitive info. Maybe there's a hint to crack the code somewhere.
Hey, what does the big rock thing say?
I'm afraid I'm not really sure. The inscription is written in some sort of cipher, and the key to interpreting it is handed down only from Pope to Pope.
So, I guess we'll have to get the Pope to read it then, huh?
Sarit!
Something's wrong. Let's get out of here.
Krasser, das
I don't feel so good. What is going on?
It's a Hellions domain, just like when we fought Heldalf. They're alive, but...
It's like they've been turned to stone.
Going home already, Shepherd?
Huh?
I am Cardinal Fortin of the Church of Rollins.
This domain, is it yours?
Ah, so you can still move. Why don't you lend me your powers? For the sake of the people, of course.
They asked me the same thing in Highland.
I hardly think myself the equal of a Philistine like Bartlow.
Sounds like something a Philistine would say.
Charming, but sticks and stones and so on, young lady.
Ooh, she's good.
I have but one wish. To see my empire overcome this tumultuous era of chaos. A task only possible if the people are united. But Rollins is far too expansive to unify the people through mere patriotism alone. Shepherd, do you know exactly what it is that the state has used for eons to keep an entire country in line?
Is it... faith?
Yes, faith. It is the belief in their own salvation that inspires in people the greatest sense of unity, when they band together against outsiders who share different values. Meaning that my church itself should serve as the cornerstone for all of Rollins.
Maybe in your mind.
It is but the vision of one who would guide the people. With the name and power of the Shepherd, more people than ever can be brought to salvation.
Then you should cooperate with the Knights. Wouldn't that really be what's best for everyone?
I would welcome their efforts if they would simply bend to my will and do as I command. Even if they are a pack of loutish meatheads who can't figure out that their Pope abandoned them.
Wait a minute, the Pope just ran away? You didn't have him locked up?
I am not a street thug, child. The Pope, Macedra, I should say, left of his own accord. Abandoning his duty to both the Empire and his followers. What, pray tell, would you call such a man?
Pretty irresponsible, if what you're saying is true.
Irresponsible is one word, and still there are so many fools out there who trust in such a coward. The Knights, for example. In order to bring the people together, we must find Macedra and give him his due punishment.
Punishment?
Yes, the same punishment that befell those uncivil enough to mistrust me.
Then we have a problem. We need the Pope to tell us the meaning of the inscription.
Why? Cooperate with me and it won't be necessary.
I need to know. No matter what.
Ah, I see. That's very unfortunate. So then you mean to say...
What the...
My body!
that you reject my vision!
Saray! Let's go!
We're leaving.
What? They broke through my domain and connected with the Seraphim, if only just for a moment. Oh, will I relish this!
We disappeared? What the hell was that?
It's called the Spectral Cloak.
You've been practicing in secret, haven't you? That was sweet!
We'll talk later. We've got to flee to the Knight's Tower.
Oh mein Gott, wir müssen zum Night Tower. Also, nach reichlicher Überlegung glaube ich, dass sie nichts mit Heldorf zu tun hat. Ich glaube, die weiß überhaupt nicht, dass Heldorf überhaupt existiert.
Got a dash. You go on ahead.
Okay!
The Pope fled of his own volition?
I'm sorry I couldn't get more details. We were sort of running for our lives.
No, that is more than enough. I'm just relieved that you weren't captured.
Thanks for saving us back there.
It's the least I could do.
Seraph Mikleo, my humble admiration for your bravery.
It's nothing, really.
It is nothing. All you did was blind her temporarily.
We have to do something about her domain.
Those powers might help. Let's get the Pope to decipher that inscription.
That'll be tough if we don't know where he is. The Knights have been hunting him for a year now with no success.
Yeah, but they were assuming the whole time that the Cardinal was behind the disappearance. Guess what? I think I know where Popadope might be.
You do?
The village of Gadadin on the southern part of the continent. We won't know for sure until we check it out, of course.
How did you get that information?
Well, let's just call it an industry secret. You know how it is.
Of course. I should have expected no less from the wife of the shepherd. Let us send a search team to Gadadin.
Hold on a minute. The Cardinal already expects that our side will be searching for the Pope.
A highly visible squadron of knights would essentially be a bright pink arrow pointed straight at him.
However,
we can operate covertly in small numbers. Let us handle Gadadin.
But that's far too much to ask.
Chill, Captain, we got this. What is it they say? Pope springs eternal?
Abandon Pope! All ye who, don't go to Gadadin.
Okay, settle down.
My thanks, gentle shepherd.
Actually, as for what you can do in return, do you suppose we could get a pass to Rollins? I might be mistaken for an ally of the Highland Army otherwise.
I have seen for myself the quality of your character. I shall prepare it immediately.
Thank you. That's a load off my mind.
There is something I would like to impart to you as well. Would you please step outside for a moment?
Nom, nom, nom.
Do you remember the art I used when we fought against one another? That is the Lion's Howl, an art passed down through our band of knights. I and my younger brother Boris are the only ones alive who know it. But now I pass it to you as well. Wilt thou accept?
Yes.
Now,
Ready?
go! Lion's Howl!
Whoa! Back off!
Well, you're a fast learner. I must apologize that this feeble art is all an oaf like me may offer you.
Don't say that. It's incredible. Thank you so much, Captain Sergei.
You and I stand as equals. You may call me Sergei.
Then you may call me Saray.
Equals.
Saray, I am loath to believe the Pope just abandoned his post on us. But I also sense that there may be another side to this unfortunate story.
I understand. We'll find the Pope and come back with the truth.
Godspeed.
Rose, was it the scattered bones who found the information on the Pope?
Maybe. Seeing where the church's money was going gave us a little hint.
That's what I thought. You guys sure don't operate in the same way that the Knights do.
Course not! An Assassin's Guild can't function without proper intel.
Assassins. Right.
Here is your pass, Soray.
Thank you. Our travel should be much easier now.
I wish it were so. But we've received word that Byroclef Ridge, which leads to Gedaten, has been blocked by rock slides.
We could have been on the ridge right now.
If only we'd been a little bolder.
Rose! My punchline!
What's the plan?
You'll have to go through Cambria Caverns, south of the Meadow of Triumph.
An underground passage, huh? No problem.
That's your thing, isn't it?
You bet it is. Looks like there's something nearby.
So this is the true face of the Lord of Calamity? For real?
I don't know. He just looked like a big lion-headed hellion to us. But Lila said that the Earthen Historia would be the guidepost to lead us to the Lord of Calamity.
And the human mentioned there was held off. It would make sense that they're one and the same.
Huh. Yeah, I can see that. Makes him look like a pretty distinguished gentleman, actually.
Yeah. He looks maybe the same age as our dads, don't you think?
Or at least, that's how old he was 20-ish years ago.
Looks like he was the first captain of the Knights.
To hang his portrait like this, he must command a lot of respect from Sergei and the rest of the Knights.
Saray?
I'm okay. It just sank in for me. The Lord of Calamity isn't some faceless monster. He's a human being. Just like me.
Just like me. I wanna marry him. Irgendwas willst du noch machen? Achso, ja. Ich verkaufe jetzt irgendwas, damit ich geiler für die blöde Karte habe. Weil nicht. Ja, langsam nimmt's Gestalt an. Aber das unten im Eck geht ab. Und das Flachland hier ist auch ein bisschen arg flach gezeichnet. Sollten die roten X was?
A Hellion! Is it one of the Cardinal's guards?
Saray, we have to trick the guard into thinking we're not here somehow.
We made it!
Think we lost the Cardinal with that?
I sure hope so.
Ugh, I ate too much today. My stomach's all achy.
Oh my. You shouldn't stuff yourself like that, Rose.
By the way, I was curious. Can Seraphim get upset stomachs or gain weight?
To say it in a fairy tale sort of way, your thoughts become reality.
What's that supposed to mean?
We won't gain weight from consuming calories, but we will from thinking, I'll gain weight if I eat this much.
Whoa! So does that mean you'll be okay as long as you don't think like that?
No. Denying the reality of things leads to malevolence. A seraph must not be detached from reality. So at the end of it all, you could say we're the same as humans.
This is so confusing.
Click the bullshit. Ah doch, schau, man so einen Falken kann man von hier aus sehen. Das ist mir echt so was wie der Mount Everest.
Surely this is fate!
Sonic Rock! Aqua Blade! How's this? I got you! Whoa! Shred my full surge! Lion Rose, get back! Hey! Lion's Howl!
Not bad, not bad.
Right on!
Keep on! Well done! Back off!
Pillars of flame!
Aqua Blade! Fluid Surge! That's the wet strike! How's this? Hang on, everyone!
We're survivors, no matter the odds.
Ich stehe auf Lions Howl. Howl.
Steady your nerves.
May your soul...
Fluid Surge! Back off!
Not done yet!
Fluid Surge! Back off!
Street Slash!
Nope! Back off! Lunar Stream!
Take that
Fluid
through!
Surge! Back off!
Concentrate! Go under! Let's fight!
Courage!
Go under!
All together! Yeah! Hang on, everyone! It's time! Howling Blade! Full Tempest! Hang on, everyone! Be gone! Fluid Surge! Lions and sweet dreams!
Splendid! Spin! May your
Fluid
soul...
Surge! Back off!
Crimson Red! Fight! Now's my chance! Is that your sword style? Pretty cool.
Well, I had a lot of practice with Miklia. Ready, everyone? Ready? No escape! Throw and surge! Lion's Howl! Throw and surge! Back off! No escape! It's over!
Multiple currents.
Who's Robert Ray? Here's the sky! Arrow Squall! Breakdown! Sweet dreams! That's the way! Here's the skies! Arrow Squall! Aim and fire! Here it goes! That's what the Shepherd can do!
Süße der Süßen erhalten, Alter. Wie geil, was ist das denn, ey? Oh, ich hoffe doch, das wäre irgendwie cooler.
Enemy spotted, Lila.
Howling Deluge! Lord of Water! Here's the skies! Arrow Squall! Open the floodgates! Whoa! Open the floodgates! Bubble arrows! Here's the skies! Burst! Here it goes! As your assault!
Ready? Prepare yourself! Jade Luminescence!
Open the floodgates! Bubble arrow! Pierce the skies! Arrow Squall! Hang on, everyone!
Don't slack on defense.
Aim and fight! Sweet dreams!
Take this!
Burst! Ocean Blitz! All right! Looks like we win!
It's around here, right? The caverns or whatever, I mean.
Cambria Caverns. He said they were south of the Meadow of Triumph.
Aber erstmal jemand noch Lostplatz.
Time for battle.
Lord of Water!
Not done
This
yet.
one's tough.
Here's the
Don't slack on
skies!
defense.
Arrow Squall! Open the floodgates! Bubble arrow!
Fang blade!
Yeah.
Glimmer, now's my chance!
Ready? How's this?
Not half bad!
Whoa!
Here goes!
Flow and surge! Lion's Howl! Ha! Be gone! No escape! How's this?
Fury, come forth!
Flames of crimson! Incredible knife handling. Do you have anything? I'm not...
Der Splash-Zauberfeuer, der geht von innen nach außen.
Let's begin the
Multiple
purification!
guide you! Whoa! Reggie Gale! Be gone! No escape!
Here I go! Banquet of Flames! Enchanto in first! There's still more!
Be gone!
Purity, come forth!
Go on!
Yeah!
Bye!
Full surge! Lion's Howl!
We won't lose to you!
Cambria Caves geht's.
Enemy spotted! Lila!
I got you! Be gone!
Ice Reaver!
Nope! Full and surge! Back off!
Flames surround me!
Lion's Howl! Strike! How's this? That's the way! Yeah!
Lightning strike!
Yeah! Lion's Howl!
Absorb my bow!
All right!
Blazing demon!
It won't end here!
Lightning tiger blade!
Yeah.
Strike! Pretty good, right? Phoenix triad!
Back off!
Who's
next? Yeah! Back off!
Now!
Purification complete!
Saray, I'm ready.
May your soul...
Ready, Gale! Ready? Go! It's over! Yeah! All right! Sonic Thrust!
Torrent Fang!
Yeah! Ready? Strike! Not yet!
Like tiger blade!
Yeah!
May your
Sweet
soul
dreams!
rise! Crimson ray!
This isn't over!
Do not underestimate.
Ernten ja mal sein Ding. Dauert mir noch.
Ready, everyone? Awaken, Redder! Let's do it! Hot cutter! Deliver that! Lightning Tiger Blade! Hellsword! Down!
And stay down.
Terramine!
My clothes got dirty.
Bloodland! Gather and grant me protection! Time you learn some humility!
Sonic Thrust!
Rainbow!
My clothes got
Lightning
dirty.
Tiger Blade! Bloodland!
Pendrago!
Awaken, Cheddar!
Wonderful.
Flames of Rainbow! Dragon's Ring! Hellstorm! Fangblade!
Lions, not yet!
Hot cutter! Burn bright red!
Do you think you can handle the wrath of the earth?
Please,
Gravity
Edna!
rules everything! Burn crimson red! Gather and grant me protection! Time you... Come hither! Hot cutter! Urchin Credit Cloud! Hellstorm! Come hither! Gotcha! Gather and grant me protection!
Don't mess.
Gravity rules
time!
everything!
Howling Blade! Full Tempest!
The earth will come forth!
Ja, jetzt hab ich's noch.
Gravity rules everything!
Be gone!
Trigger! Time you learn some humility!
Shutterbang!
Air pressure!
Blade Bang!
Hot cutter! Credit Cloud! My star!
I can get changed without making a sound.
Gravity rules everything! A million rings!
Renting Gale!
Time you learn some humility!
How's
Air
this?
pressure! Time you learn some humility!
Forward surge!
Air
Shutterbang!
pressure!
Forward
Flames of
surge!
Pyrogenic ring! Air pressure! Take now's my chance!
Ready? Strike!
Hot cutter! Credit Cloud! Hellstorm!
That's better.
Cyclone!
Time you learn some humility! Gravity rules everything! Rainbow!
Concentrate! Saray, how long have you known Dezel?
So, gewesen. Ja, mit.
Not in the mood, but oh well.
Time you learn some humility!
Concentrate!
Air pressure! Time you learn some humility! Air pressure! Time you learn some humility! Air pressure! Time you learn some humility! Air pressure!
Ready? Prepare yourself! Jade Luminescence! The power of purification ain't no joke!
Also das mit dem Trigger-Dings, das ist für schon ziemlich cooles Skill eigentlich. Also eben als erstmal mehr Geld sammeln.
Sure is a lot of gold lying around out there.
Tell me more about equipment fusion.
Okay, since fusion rules apply only to skills in the same exact slot, there are only 3 types of combinations you need to remember. First rule, if they're both the same skill, then that's the skill you get after fusion.
Simple enough. I'm guessing that same rule applies when both slots are empty.
Yes, the second rule is, If the slot's empty on one item and filled on the other, you get the skill from the filled slot.
Got it. So, the big question is, what happens when two different skills are in the same slot?
That's right. In this last case, a new skill is born from the two old ones, but it's sealed off temporarily. And the way to break the seal is... oh my!
Oh my! Also Cambria Höhlen, das nächste Ding.